So I was talking to some friends of mine at the weekend because their son is off to university very shortly, and they were saying about how they'd done this huge monster shopping trip to pick up all these bits and pieces for him to make sure that he's well equipped for his next set of adventures after leaving school. And it got me thinking, and I did a radio programme about it today, so I thought I'd just share it with you on video about a couple of things. First of all, about insurance, when insurance is needed and how you should insure things when they're actually away from the home. And secondly, I've done a quick bit of research about some student bank accounts and where you can get some good freebies as well. So I just thought I'd share them with you as well. So the first thing is, if you are buying, or your son or daughter is off to university and they're going to have things like laptops, personal possessions, this kind of thing, many of the policies that have actually been taken out by the parents, so yourselves, on the house that you've got, will actually cover a lot of the student property that your son or daughter will be taking to university with them. So just check your contents insurance and look for seeing student cover, or ring up the insurance company that you've got and just see what scope of cover that you already have, because you don't want to be taking something out if you've already got it that you're paying for within your policy, but often they could be in the small print somewhere. Check out as well what sort of things are covered, whether it's accidental damage, so if your son or daughter were to actually drop a laptop on the bus or something, is that actually insured, and what the excesses actually are. But also away from the home, they could be working in a coffee shop and they spill coffee on the laptop, for example. So just check what scope of cover that you've got. So that's really worth knowing about. Also, the other thing was about the student bank accounts. Now, I pretty appreciate that a lot of the kids, if I can call them that, they're not really kids anymore, they're off to university, these days have already got bank accounts and they're probably well used to digital things and so on. But if you are looking for a decent student bank account, then look at things like the overdraft facilities. How much are they going to be charged if they do go overdrawn, which might happen if the bank of mum and dad aren't there quick enough to bail them out. But also, Royal Bank of Scotland and NatWest at the moment are doing £85 cashback and a 4-year taste card. Now, a taste card, if you look it up, gives them discount off when they're eating out and about at various restaurants and well-known chains that you would have heard of. So that could be worth a look. Santander at the moment, if you open an account with them, are offering a free rail card for 16 to 25-year-olds, which is worth about £115. Now, that gives them a third off all their rail travel, which is really helpful. So have a look at that. If you are opening an account with Lloyds and you pay in £500 before the end of October this year, they will get £100 cash back, but also £15 in Deliveroo vouchers for each month that they make 20 qualifying debit transactions. Now, that sounds complicated, so check out the website, but that could be well worth it. If they are going to be getting takeaways and such like, at least it all helps, doesn't it? Lastly, Nationwide. Again, if you pay in £500, but this date is before the 12th of December 2025, they get £100 cash back, again, paid into the account. But also they get £120 in Just Eat vouchers, but they're paid as £10 a month for the first 12 months of opening. But if that student also refers 2 friends to open an account with Nationwide, then the student, your son or daughter, would get another £40 extra in Just Eat. And if they are going to be happening to be in Cardiff, Manchester or Glasgow universities, then they are going to have, it's a bit of a pun on the name, but the Nationwide are going to have a Nation Fried truck giving away free breakfasts, okay? So if that's of interest to you when they're on campus there, that might help as well. Other things, just other hints and tips. So ask your son or daughter to avoid these like buy now, pay later traps like Klarna and the such like that can lull them into a false sense of security when it comes to credit. Subscriptions as well, just check whether you've got your streaming services for music and or the television. Does that work when you're there? And you will need to look at things like the TV license for the students as well. Unfortunately, it's not quite as straightforward. So have a look at the BBC licensing website to just make sure that they're not going to get caught out when they're actually using television when they're there as well. Other hints and tips. If they haven't got that current account with that banking place, then look at getting a 16 to 25 rail card. That's well worth it if they are expecting to use the train, hopefully to come back and see the parents at some point. Sharing textbooks works really well. Also, a lot of the sites like Facebook Marketplace and eBay are often selling second-hand textbooks, so that's well worth it just to help keep some of the costs down. And if your son or daughter needs regular prescriptions for various medications, then check out getting an NHS prescriptions prepayment certificate. Okay, you'll save money if you need more than 3 items in 3 months or 11 items in 12 months. So check that out as well. So that keeps the costs down. And the last thing is, ask for student discount wherever you go. You never know. I've tried it with my son several times when we've been buying things for his school, such as tech and bits of equipment. Always ask for student discount. You'd be surprised how many places will actually give it. So hopefully that helps, and best of luck for everybody going to university soon, and I'll speak to you soon.